Israel Lyran, latest learn English through story level 3, graded reader. Welcome to this story in easy English. In this video, you will hear about two countries named Israel and Iran, and how their problems have become more serious than before. For a very long time, these two countries did not like each other, and they had many small fights. But they did not always fight directly with each other in the open. Most of the time, they used secret ways to hurt each other, and they used other groups to do the fighting. This kind of fighting was called a shadow war because it was quiet and hidden. But now, everything is changing in a very big way. This time, the fighting is not quiet anymore. It is not in the shadows. Now it is loud, open, and dangerous. Both countries are now fighting each other directly, not through secret attacks or other groups. This new fighting is very serious, and it is making the situation more dangerous for everyone in that area. In this story, we will tell you everything in simple English so you can understand what really happened. We will talk about how Israel started to attack first. Israel sent airplanes and missiles into Iran. These missiles hit very important places inside Iran. These were not normal places. They were places where the military works. Some of these places were used to make very dangerous weapons, like nuclear bombs. Israel also attacked places where Iran was making powerful missiles, and even attacked some very important military leaders in Iran. Israel wanted to stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons because they were afraid these weapons could be used to hurt them later. These attacks were something new because they showed that Israel could now hit very deep inside Iran. After that, Iran became angry and decided to attack Israel back. Iran sent many missiles and flying machines called drones into Israel. These drones do not have people inside, they fly by themselves. Iran sent hundreds of these weapons and tried to hit cities where people live. This was very different from what Israel did, because Israel attacked military places, but Iran attacked areas where normal people live. Iran wanted to scare the people and break things in their cities. Israel has a strong defense system called the Iron Dome. This is a machine that tries to stop missiles in the air before they fall and explode. The Iron Dome worked very hard and stopped many of Iran's missiles, and it saved a lot of lives. But still, a few missiles got through the system and hit buildings, and sadly, some people were hurt or killed. Now, this fighting is not like before. It is not a quiet fight anymore. It is an open fight that is happening in front of the world. This story will tell you more about what is happening now, how other countries see this problem, what is happening inside Iran, and what might happen next. This is a new chapter in the story of Israel and Iran, and it is a very serious and dangerous one. The world is watching closely because things can change quickly. For many years, the problems between Israel and Iran were not like a big open war, and both countries did not fight each other directly in a loud or public way. Instead of using their own armies to fight face to face, they used a different kind of fighting that was more secret and quiet. Iran used some friendly groups in other countries to do the fighting for them. These groups were like partners or helpers, and they attacked Israel in different ways, but Iran stayed in the background. This way of fighting, where two countries do not attack each other directly, but use other people to fight for them, was called a shadow war. It means the fighting was hidden in the shadows, not in the open. and it happened quietly for many years. During this time, Israel did not always fight back with full power. Many times, even when Israel was attacked, they tried to stay calm and did not use all their military strength. They wanted to show control and avoid making the problem worse. But then, something very bad happened. There was a big attack, and this attack was very serious. It hurt many people and caused a lot of damage in Israel. After this very painful attack, the leaders of Israel said they could not stay quiet anymore. They said it was time to change how they reacted. They said the time for patience was finished, and now they would answer every attack with full strength. This was the moment when the old way of fighting in secret came to an end. Now, Israel was ready to fight directly, face to face with Iran. They decided to start a new military action, and they gave this new plan a special name. They called it Operation Rising Lion. This name was not just a name. It had two deep meanings. The first meaning of the name was about protecting the people of Israel. It was like a strong lion that stands up to protect its family from danger. Israel wanted to protect its people who had suffered many attacks for many years, and they believed this new operation would help to keep everyone safe from future danger. The second meaning of Rising Lion was about the people of Iran. A long time ago, before the current government came into power in Iran, the country had a different flag. On that flag, there was a picture of a lion and the sun. So, by calling the Operation Rising Lion, Israel was also sending a message of hope to the people inside Iran. They were saying that maybe, one day, the people of Iran could rise up like the lion on their old flag and bring change to their own country. This was not just about fighting. It was also a message of support for the Iranian people. Israel hoped that one day the people inside Iran could have more freedom, and maybe they could live in a better country with more choices and peace. So, Israel started this new plan and began to attack important places inside Iran. These places were not small targets. They were big military bases and nuclear sites. This was something very new and serious, because before, Israel usually only fought against the groups supported by Iran, not Iran itself. But now Iran also answered back. They did not wait. They sent many missiles and drones straight into Israel. These flying weapons tried to hit cities and military places inside Israel. Now both countries were not hiding their fight anymore. It became a clear and open war between the two countries. It was not through other groups anymore. It was now Israel and Iran fighting each other directly. This new way of fighting was very different from the old shadow war. Now, there was no hiding, and everyone could see what was happening. People in many other countries started to feel worried because the situation was getting more serious. This new time was full of danger, and no one knew what might happen next. The time of secret fighting was over, and a new chapter of direct attacks had started. When Israel decided to answer Iran's attacks, they did not act quickly or without thinking. The leaders of Israel and their military made a careful and smart plan. They used very advanced tools and information to find the best places to hit. This kind of special information is called intelligence, and it helped them know exactly where the most important places in Iran were. They found the nuclear sites, the missile factories, and even the homes or offices of top military leaders. Israel made a list of all these important places. and then they planned how to attack them. Some of these nuclear places were deep under the ground in secret buildings that were hard to reach, but Israel used high technology to find these hidden spots. They also knew where Iran was making strong missiles that could travel a long distance and cause a lot of damage. They found out where the scientists were working to help Iran build dangerous weapons. Israel also made a plan to target some powerful people in Iran, especially those who were part of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard. This is a very strong military group in Iran. They also targeted the scientists who were helping with the weapons programs. Their goal was not just to break buildings, but to stop the people who were working to build those dangerous weapons. The attacks were very exact and accurate. This means Israel did not just throw bombs anywhere. They aimed very carefully and hit the right places. They had such good intelligence that they could even hit specific rooms inside big buildings. This showed that their plan was very detailed and well-prepared. The biggest reason for these attacks was to stop Iran from ever making a nuclear bomb. Israel believed that if they did not act now, Iran would soon have the power to build a weapon that could hurt many people. Israel wanted to make sure this never happens, not now, not in the future. So they attacked with full strength. Before this, Israel had waited for many years. Even though Iran's partner groups attacked them many times, Israel stayed patient. But after the big attack that hurt their people, Israel said, "Enough is enough." They decided it was time to protect their country by attacking first and strongly. Israel used many different ways to attack Iran. They used drones, which are flying machines with no pilot. Some reports said these drones were even sent from inside Iran, from secret places. This showed that Israel could operate very deep inside the country. This was something that surprised many people. Israel also attacked parts of Iran's fuel system. They hit things like oil tanks and gas stations near big cities like Tehran. These places were very important for Iran, and hitting them was a way to make Iran weaker and stop them from using fuel for war. This big attack by Israel was one of the largest ever seen between these two countries. It showed the world that Israel was not afraid, and that they had the power to act far away from home. They could go deep into enemy land and hit important targets with great accuracy. The success of these attacks proved that Israel's planning, intelligence, and military were very strong. They were able to find and hit key places and people which could slow down Iran's dangerous plans. Israel wanted to stop the threat before it became too big to handle. After Israel made its big attacks on important places inside Iran, the leaders of Iran became very angry, and they wanted to answer back quickly and with full power. So they planned a big counterattack, which means they wanted to attack Israel in return. Iran used many different weapons for this response. Most of them were missiles and drones, and they sent hundreds of them flying through the sky toward Israel. But there was something very different about how Iran chose its targets. When Israel attacked, it mostly hit military places, nuclear buildings, and important leaders. But Iran did not do the same. Iran sent its missiles and drones to cities and towns in Israel, where many normal people live, sleep, and work. Iran wanted to cause fear in the hearts of the people by hitting their homes, schools, and shops. They also wanted to break buildings and damage everyday life. This was a big difference, because Iran's targets were not just army bases, they were places where families live. It was clear that Iran wanted to make the people of Israel feel unsafe and scared in their own country. But Israel has a strong protection system called the Iron Dome. This system is like a shield in the sky. When enemy missiles are coming, the Iron Dome shoots other missiles to stop them before they hit the ground. When Iran sent hundreds of missiles and drones, the Iron Dome worked very hard. It shot down many of the weapons and saved many lives, but no system is perfect, and some of the missiles got through. They came down and hit buildings in different parts of Israel. Some places were damaged, and sadly, some people were hurt. There were families who had to run for safety, and many people were afraid. Over 300 people in Israel were hurt, and 11 people were killed by the missiles that the Iron Dome could not stop. Iran has a very large number of missiles, maybe around 2,000 powerful ballistic missiles. They often use a plan where they send many drones and missiles at the same time. This plan is used to confuse or overwhelm the defense systems, hoping that at least some missiles will get through and hit their targets. This time, the fighting showed something very important. It showed that Iran is able to fight back strongly and hit inside Israel. But it also showed that Israel's defense is very strong and that they can stop most of the danger before it reaches the people. During this attack, the United States also helped Israel. American military forces worked together with Israel's defense systems. They helped shoot down some of the Iranian missiles before they hit the ground. This teamwork between Israel and the United States saved more lives and showed that they were working closely together in this serious time. Iran's big answer was a very important moment in this new conflict. It showed that this was not just small fighting anymore. It had become a real war between two powerful countries, and it was getting more dangerous every day at the time when this very serious fight between Israel and Iran started to grow. The President of the United States was Donald Trump again. The United States is a very big and powerful country, and it has always played an important role when there are big problems in the world. So when the conflict became more dangerous, the world looked at the United States to see what it would do. At first, President Trump wanted to stop the fighting by using peaceful talks. He hoped that he could make a deal with Iran before the situation became worse. He believed that if the United States and Iran talked to each other, maybe they could find a solution without more war or attacks. So, the United States and Iran started some talks. They discussed things like Iran's nuclear program, which is a plan to make nuclear energy and maybe even nuclear weapons. President Trump wanted Iran to stop doing anything that could lead to making nuclear bombs. But these talks did not go well. The two sides could not agree on the important points. Iran did not want to stop its nuclear work, and the United States did not like what Iran was doing. In the end, the talks failed completely, and there was no agreement. After that, President Trump changed his view. He decided that peaceful talks were not working, and now he had to support Israel strongly. He said very clearly that Israel had the right to protect itself. He said that every country should be safe, and Israel had the right to defend its people from attacks by Iran or any groups that were working with Iran. So, when Iran sent many missiles and drones to hurt Israeli cities, the United States gave help to Israel right away. American military forces worked together with Israel's defense systems, like the Iron Dome. They helped shoot down the dangerous missiles before they could fall on people and buildings. This was called close coordination, which means working side by side and sharing information and actions in real time. This close teamwork helped protect many lives in Israel. However, the United States did not join Israel's direct attacks on military places inside Iran. They helped Israel defend itself, but they did not take part in the attacks that were going deep into Iran. Their help was focused on defense, not offense. There was also a big question during this time. What if Israel could not destroy Iran's deep underground nuclear sites by itself? Some of Iran's most important nuclear buildings were buried very deep under the ground, even under big mountains. It was not clear if Israel had the special bombs or planes needed to hit those deep places. People said that the United States had special bombs called bunker busters. These are very strong bombs made to break through thick concrete and deep earth to reach hidden targets underground. The United States also had big planes that could carry these heavy bombs. So, some people believed that if things got worse, the United States might help Israel by using these bombs to destroy Iran's hardest-to-reach nuclear sites. This showed that even though the United States did not want a bigger war, it was still ready to use strong military power if the threat from Iran became too serious. President Trump also talked many times with Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, and other world leaders. He made it very clear that the United States stood with Israel. The United States wanted two things. First, to make sure Israel was safe from attacks, and second, to stop Iran from ever getting nuclear weapons. At the same time, the United States still hoped that a big war could be avoided, but they were also ready to take action if things got worse. The planned peace talks with Iran were stopped because the situation had changed too much. This part of the story showed how important the United States was in this conflict. It showed that America was not just watching, America was helping, protecting, and getting ready in case more action was needed. Inside the country of Iran, many people are not happy with the leaders who control the government. In fact, about 80% of the people in Iran do not trust their leaders and feel very upset about how the country is being run. These people feel that life is not fair, and they believe the government is not helping them live better lives. They do not feel free, and they want change. For many years, people in Iran have gone out into the streets to protest. A protest is when people walk together and shout messages to show they are not happy. These protests are peaceful most of the time. People are not using weapons, they are only using their voices. Since the year 2009, millions of people have protested again and again. They want the world to hear them. During these protests, people have shouted against Iran's top leader. They have called him a dictator, which means a person who has too much power and does not listen to the people. Some of the protesters even held signs and asked other countries around the world, "Do you support the people or do you support the dictator?" Every year since 2017, people in Iran have gone out again and again to shout their message of freedom. One of the biggest and most powerful protests happened in 2022, and this time it was led by very brave women. Hundreds of thousands of women came into the streets together. They removed their head coverings, which the government forced them to wear. This was a strong sign to show they did not want to follow the government's strict rules anymore. But the government did not accept these peaceful protests. They used strong force to stop the people. Many people who protested were hurt badly, and some were even killed. The government also used torture on some people they caught. It became even more shocking when the government used chemical gas against schoolgirls to try and scare them and stop the women's movement. But even after all this pain and danger, the people of Iran did not give up. They kept protesting and asking for a better life. Recently, truck drivers across the country stopped working. They were also protesting in their own way. They wanted to show the government that many different people in the country are unhappy and want change. More and more people are joining these protests. They all want the same thing: to live in a free country where they can speak, work, and live without fear. Many people outside Iran believe the world should help these Iranian people. This help can come in many ways. It can be giving them technology, so they can talk to each other and to people outside the country without being stopped by the government. It can also be giving them money to help them keep fighting for freedom. Some people even say that they should be given weapons to protect themselves from the government's violence. The idea is that the people of Iran can bring change by themselves if they have enough support. No one needs to send armies into Iran. Instead, the world can help the people inside the country stand up and change their future. This hope is not new. Many Iranians have been dreaming of freedom since the year 1979. That was the year when the current government took power and started taking away many of the freedoms that people had before. Since that time, people have not stopped fighting for a better life. The world is watching closely. People are hoping that one day Iran will be a country where the people are free, where they can choose their leaders, where women are respected, and where other countries in the area do not feel afraid of Iran. Right now, the fight between Israel and Iran is very serious, and many people in the world are worried that this fight could become even bigger. Both countries are very strong, and if they keep attacking each other, the war could grow and become much more dangerous for the whole world, not just for the Middle East. Israel has already given a strong warning to Iran. The leaders of Israel said that if Iran keeps sending missiles and drones, then Israel might even attack the top leaders of Iran. This is a very serious message, and it shows that the rules of this fight are changing quickly. It means that if the fighting continues, it could reach a level that no one has seen before. If the war becomes bigger, it can cause problems in many parts of the world. One big problem could be with oil. A lot of the oil that people use for cars, airplanes, and factories comes from the Middle East. If the war makes it hard for ships to carry oil, or if oil factories are attacked, then the price of oil will go up. That means gas and everything else will become more expensive. People in many countries may feel the effects of this war, even if they live very far away. There is also a big question about what the United States might do next. Some important places in Iran, like the nuclear buildings, are built very deep underground. Some of these places are under big mountains. It is possible that Israel does not have the right bombs or tools to destroy these deep buildings on its own. But the United States has very strong bombs called bunker busters. that can break through the ground and reach these secret places. The US also has big planes that can carry these heavy bombs. So, if the war becomes worse, the United States might help Israel to destroy these very hard-to-reach nuclear sites in Iran. That is one possible future. But there is also another possible future, one with peace. Maybe the leaders of Iran will see that this war is too dangerous and too costly. Maybe they will understand that continuing the fight could bring even more harm to their country. Some people think that Iran's top leader might decide to talk to the United States again to try to find a peaceful solution. Before, there were already some talks between the United States and Iran, but those talks failed. They could not agree on important things. However, some countries in the world are still offering to help. They want to find a peaceful answer to this problem so that no more people have to die and no more cities get destroyed. These offers for peace give a small hope. They show that not everyone wants more war, violence, and help people live in peace again. But the truth is, no one knows what will really happen. The future is not clear. The situation is still very dangerous, and it changes quickly. Israel might keep attacking military and nuclear places in Iran. Iran might keep answering with more missiles and drones. If that happens, then the war will continue, and it could hurt even more people. Everything now depends on the decisions made by the leaders of both countries. If they choose peace, many lives can be saved. But if they choose more fighting, then the danger will grow. The world is watching every move very closely. Everyone wants to know what will happen next in this serious and difficult conflict. In this last part of the story, we talk about what everyone truly wants, not more fighting, not more missiles, not more fear, but a real end to this dangerous situation. Both Israel and the United States have the same big goal. They want to make sure that Iran does not build nuclear weapons, because they believe if Iran gets those weapons, it will be a very big danger, not only for Israel, but for the whole world. This is a worry that has lasted for many years, and it has not gone away. One way to stop the problem is through talking. That means using peaceful discussions instead of war. In the past, the United States and Iran tried to talk many times. They sat down at the table and they tried to make a deal. The United States said, "Please stop making nuclear weapons." Iran said, "We want to use nuclear energy," and they could not agree. But even after all those talks, there was no strong peace, and Iran did not stop its nuclear program. When Donald Trump became the president of the United States, he also tried to talk to Iran. He gave them a chance to make peace, but the leaders of Iran did not accept the offer. And now, the fighting has become open. Now it is not just words, it is bombs, missiles, and fear. Some people still believe peace is possible, but they say Iran's top leader must make a big decision. He must agree to stop the nuclear program completely. That is the only way peace can begin. But if Iran does not agree to stop, then Israel will keep attacking the places where those weapons are being made. And if the danger becomes too big, the United States might also help Israel more strongly. They might even use their military to stop Iran's nuclear program forever. This is a very serious risk for Iran, and the leaders of Iran know this. Another big question for the future is this: will the people of Iran one day have a different government? Many people inside Iran are already showing they want change. We learned before that about 80% of the people do not like their current leaders. They want more freedom. They want a better life and protest, even when it is dangerous. Since 2009, people in Iran have marched, shouted, and protested again and again. In 2022, many women led a very strong movement. They stood up to unfair rules and showed their courage. The people of Iran have hope. They hope that one day their country can be free again. They hope to have a country that lives in peace with its neighbors and respects the rights of its own people. Asterisk, no one knows what kind of government Iran will have in the future. But many people agree that what really matters is having a government that does not bring fear to others and does not hurt its own people. The world wants to support the Iranian people who are brave enough to stand up and ask for freedom. By helping them, maybe the future can be better, not through war, but through courage and peaceful change. Right now, the fighting is still happening. The situation is not clear, but the people of the world are watching closely. Everyone is hoping that one day this conflict will finally come to an end, not with more weapons, but with understanding, not with fear, but with peace, silence, but with voices of the people who want a better life. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope you now understand more about the conflict between Israel and Iran, and we hope, like many others in the world, that one day soon, this long and painful fight will end and a new story of peace will begin.